Yo, pause everything you're doing right now, because what just popped off in female rap has the whole internet spinning. Fans are shocked, timelines are in flames, and group chats are arguing like it's Thanksgiving dinner. The question everybody's whispering, and some are screaming, is this: how did Doechii just become the spark that lit a full-blown female rap war? It started subtle. A lyric here, a caption there. One of those moments where you hear something and think, nah, I'm trippin'. But then the patterns lined up. The shade got sharper. The energy got colder. And suddenly, artists who used to move like sisters were acting like sworn enemies who don't even want to say each other's names. Fans ran the clips back, slowed them down, compared interviews. And what they think they saw has the culture divided. Emotions ran high the second Doechii's name entered the conversation. Some people crowned her the fearless truth-teller shaking the table. Others accused her of moving reckless, poking at egos she knew were already bruised. And that's when things turned ugly. Tweets got deleted. Subtweets got louder. Studio sessions allegedly got tense. And behind the scenes, that's where the real drama is rumored to be hiding. This isn't just about music anymore. This is about respect, about lanes, about who feels overlooked and who feels threatened, about friendships that might have been fake the whole time, and about an industry that loves to pit women against each other while smiling for the camera. Because if even half of what fans think is true, then this isn't a misunderstanding. This is a chess move. And Doechii, she might have just made the boldest one yet, whether the rest of the rap world was ready for it or not. So here's where things really start getting messy, because once Doechii's name was officially in the mix, the energy in female rap shifted overnight. Insiders say this wasn't loud at first. It was quiet, calculated, the kind of tension you feel before you even hear it. One producer allegedly noticed it during a studio session when an artist walked out mid-playback after hearing a certain verse reference. No names were said, but everybody in the room knew exactly who it was about. Fans are shocked because Doechii had been moving like the underdog-turned-breakout, the artsy disruptor who didn't seem interested in beef. She was supposed to be the different one, experimental, unbothered. But according to people close to the situation, that image started cracking the moment she felt boxed in by the industry. One source claims Doechii was tired of being praised but not protected, celebrated but not prioritized. And that frustration, it started bleeding into the music. The first real spark allegedly came from a private listening event. A small room, big egos. Doechii played unreleased material, and when one particular track ended, the room went quiet. A female rapper, way more established, way more mainstream, reportedly laughed and said, "That's cute, but radio ain't checking for that." The laugh wasn't loud, but it was sharp. And Doechii didn't laugh back. Friends say that moment stuck with her, because it wasn't just about music. It was about being dismissed, being talked down to, being reminded of your place. And from that point on, the tone changed. Her next public appearances felt colder. Her interviews got more pointed. When asked about collaboration, she started saying things like, "I don't compete, I respond." Fans didn't catch it at first, but artists did. Then came the social media chess. A vague tweet about performative unity. A caption about not everyone clapping is happy for you. Fans ran with it immediately. Screenshots flew. Comment sections turned into war zones. One rapper's fanbase accused Doechii of sneak dissing. Another fanbase fired back, saying Doechii was finally standing up for herself. Emotions ran high, and suddenly everyone had a theory. Things escalated when a popular female rapper unfollowed Doechii out of nowhere. No explanation, no statement, just unfollowed. Fans noticed within minutes. Then another artist did the same thing. And then a producer who had worked with all of them liked a shady post that said, "Some people confuse creativity with disrespect." The internet exploded. Behind the scenes, it allegedly got worse. One insider claims there was a group chat, multiple women in the industry, managers included, where tensions had been brewing for months. Subtle complaints about festival lineups, award show placements, brand deals, who gets pushed as the future, and who gets treated like yesterday's news. Doechii's name kept coming up, not because she was starting drama, but because she was becoming a problem. A threat. Someone who didn't play the game quietly. And here's where betrayal enters the picture. Doechii reportedly confided in another female rapper she trusted, someone she thought understood the pressure, someone who had complained about the same industry politics. But weeks later, things she had said in confidence allegedly showed up twisted in an interview. Not quoted directly, but reframed. Suddenly, headlines popped up about new artists being ungrateful and respecting those who paved the way. Fans connected dots fast, too fast to be coincidence. The family was left divided too, industry family, that is. Producers picked sides, stylists stopped returning calls, invitations dried up. One event Doechii was rumored to headline suddenly went in a different direction. Officially, it was scheduling. Unofficially, people say phones stopped ringing. That's when Doechii snapped back, subtly but intentionally. A verse dropped. No names, no direct shots, just bars about being smiled at while knives were hidden behind backs. About people preaching sisterhood while negotiating against you. Fans froze. Reaction videos popped up everywhere. Is she talking about her? Nah, that's definitely about her. Wait, listen to this line again. The comments were ruthless. Emotions ran high and nobody stayed neutral. One major rapper's camp reportedly called Doechii's team the same night, not to clear things up, but to warn her. According to rumors, the message was simple. You're new. Don't make this harder than it has to be. That didn't go over well, because Doechii's response wasn't public, it was strategic. The next week, she popped out with a completely different energy. Louder confidence, sharper visuals. No apologies. She stopped dodging questions. When asked about competition, she allegedly said, "If the shoe fits, they'll know it's theirs." That quote alone fueled 1,000 arguments. Fans started choosing sides like it was a championship match. Think pieces dropped. Is female rap tearing itself apart again? Is Doechii being targeted or instigating? Old clips resurfaced of other rappers making comments about artsy girls and quirky rappers. Everything was reinterpreted through this new lens. And just when it felt like things might cool down, another twist hit. A leaked voice note allegedly surfaced. Nothing confirmed, but enough to cause damage. The voice, claimed to belong to a well-known artist, was supposedly complaining about Doechii not knowing her place and acting bigger than her resume. Whether real or not, the internet treated it as gospel. Fans were furious. Defenders doubled down. Critics went silent. Doechii didn't address it directly. Instead, she posted one line, "Funny how truth makes people nervous." That was it, no explanation, no denial. And that silence, it spoke louder than any diss track, because now this wasn't just tension, it was a standoff. Studios felt divided. Award seasons suddenly looked political. Collaborations got canceled without explanation. People who once shouted, "Women supporting women," were moving funny behind closed doors. And the wildest part? Everyone involved kept saying, "There's no beef." But the culture knew better. Because when egos collide, respect is questioned, and power feels threatened, things don't stay quiet for long. And according to insiders, what had happened so far was just the warm-up. The real explosion was still loading. The tension was already simmering, but no one expected it to erupt this quickly. After Doechii's unexpected drop of that unannounced track at midnight, yes, the one titled Queen Energy, the internet blew up. Fans were glued to their screens as the first lines hit, lines that weren't just clever wordplay. They were direct, shade-laden calls that everyone knew were aimed at specific names in the female rap scene. And make no mistake, this was not subtle. It was loud, it was audacious, and it was personal. Social media exploded within minutes. Twitter threads were spiraling. Instagram stories were flying. TikTok reactions hit millions in hours. Doechii, who had always maintained a cool, enigmatic persona, suddenly became the epicenter of a storm she didn't even fully intend, or maybe she did. One line from the track, where she raps about fake crowns and borrowed fame, sent fans into a frenzy trying to decode every word. Who was she talking about? The rumors? Of course, they all pointed to one person, Megan Thee Stallion. Then the DMs leaked. Allegedly, someone close to the situation shared private exchanges that showed Doechii and a small circle of friends talking about other artists. Messy, petty conversations that immediately went viral. She was throwing shots for weeks. One screenshot read. The fandoms exploded into war zones, accusing each other of taking sides, creating a viral frenzy that the likes of TikTok and Twitter had never seen for a female rap feud this early in someone's career. Fans were shocked, reactions were intense, and the discussions escalated beyond music into personal reputations. But here's where it got even more dramatic. During an Instagram live that was supposed to celebrate her new merch drop, Doechii's emotions got the better of her. Fans could see her face twitch with tension. When someone in the live chat asked, "Are you really starting beef with Meg?" She paused, her eyes narrowing, and then she said, "Sometimes you gotta let the truth speak louder than the hype. People wear crowns that don't belong to them." The comment section immediately exploded with emojis, accusations, and conspiracy theories. Every snippet was clipped and shared across platforms, making the feud feel like it was happening in real time, right in front of everyone's eyes. Meanwhile, the affected artists were not staying silent. Megan's team reportedly called an emergency meeting with her management, family, and inner circle. According to sources, emotions ran high. One insider said, "She was hurt, obviously, but she's also strategic. Megan doesn't do petty, she waits." But this crossed a line. The family was divided, some wanted her to respond immediately, others said, "Let it die." Publicly, Megan remained composed, dropping cryptic Instagram posts and videos that fans dissected for hidden meanings, each one fueling speculation and fueling the fire online. By this point, it wasn't just about Doechii and Megan. Other female rappers, even ones who weren't initially involved, started weighing in. Cardi B's repost of a fan theory sent more shockwaves. Nicki Minaj posted a subtle, indirect verse snippet on her Instagram story. And suddenly, it was like a domino effect. The entire female rap universe was being pulled into this whirlwind, each artist trying to assert their stance without making direct moves, yet everyone reading between the lines. Fans were losing it. Social media algorithms rewarded the chaos. Every post, story, and tweet was skyrocketing. The war was now not just a rumor, it was algorithm-driven reality. Then came the backstage rumors that made things messier. Sources claimed that at a recent recording studio session, Doechii and Megan almost crossed paths. Allegedly, Doechii entered late, headphones on, only to notice Megan already there with her crew. "The air was electric," a source said. "You could feel the tension. They didn't speak, but the energy was insane. People were taking bets on whether someone was about to throw a drink. Whether it actually escalated physically remained unclear. But the story made its way onto YouTube channels within hours, complete with screenshots, memes, and heated comment sections, making the drama feel even more immediate. Meanwhile, Doechii's social media presence became even more theatrical. Every story she posted seemed like a direct jab. One clip showed her laughing with a crown emoji overlay and the caption, "Crown check, always real." Another story featured her walking past a studio, smirking, as if she knew fans were dissecting every frame. The layers of messaging created an almost cinematic narrative. Fans weren't just consuming music, they were watching a live soap opera unfold, reacting in real time. Reactions were split. Some supported her boldness, calling it confidence and authenticity. Others accused her of disrespect and clout chasing. Amidst all this, the leaked group chat conversations became the focal point of online commentary. Fans were dissecting every word. The messages weren't just shade, they were detailed critiques, full of pointed observations about appearances, streaming numbers, and even social media clout. She said what? Fans reacted. Did she just call her old lyrics weak? By now, the drama wasn't just in the music. It was in private exchanges, fan interpretations, and viral reactions amplified by every platform's algorithm. Each post made it feel like the feud was escalating in real time. And then, the first shocking twist happened. Doechii released another snippet, this time from an unreleased track during a TikTok livestream. But this snippet wasn't just about Megan, it included lines that hinted at betrayal from within her own circle. Fans immediately speculated, who was she talking about? Was it one of her close collaborators? A best friend? An ex-mentor? The speculation exploded on Reddit threads and fan pages, dissecting every lyric for hidden meaning. The tension was palpable. Emotions were raw. Fandoms were dividing not just between Doechii and Megan, but also questioning the loyalty of everyone involved in her camp. Meanwhile, social media influencers and YouTubers jumped into the chaos. Candidly, Cassie and Say Cheese TV posted reaction videos, dissecting lyrics and leaked texts, drawing millions of views within hours. Their commentary amplified the narrative, adding layers of betrayal, jealousy, and rivalry. Comment sections were war zones, with fans debating who had the upper hand, who would respond next, and how long this would last. Every new post reignited the frenzy. The pressure on Doechii to keep her narrative dominant intensified. Every move, real or perceived, became headline material. The emotional fallout began affecting the artists' personal lives. Reports emerged that Megan's family was caught in the crossfire, receiving negative messages from fans defending Doechii. One insider revealed, "It's one thing to be in a rap feud, but when your family starts getting hate, that hits differently." Emotions ran high, and the family was divided about whether she should step back or confront it publicly. On Doechii's side, friends and collaborators were reportedly feeling the strain as well. "Everyone is watching," one source said. "Trust is fragile. You can see who's really loyal." The stakes were high, not just reputations, but mental health, relationships, and careers hung in the balance. Then came the unexpected twist that nobody saw coming. A leaked voice memo allegedly surfaced, in which an unknown voice criticized both Doechii and Megan for playing the media game. "Y'all think this is about music," the voice said. "Nah, this is about control, attention, and who can flex harder on social media." The clip went viral, and fans immediately began speculating about the source. Another rapper? A producer? Someone from the labels? Suddenly, the feud took on an entirely new dimension, now questioning authenticity, motives, and the real power dynamics behind the scenes. The drama was no longer just entertainment. It became a psychological chess game. Every post, track snippet, and public appearance was dissected for hidden meanings. Fans created theories about secret alliances, betrayals, and long-standing rivalries being reignited. TikTok users edited videos into side-by-side comparisons, showcasing gestures, lyrics, and facial expressions. Memes circulated endlessly, adding fuel to the fire. The feud wasn't just being watched. It was being analyzed, debated, and weaponized across the digital landscape. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get messier, a second shocking twist hit. During a surprise collaboration announcement, it appeared Doechii had secretly signed with a label rumored to have had history with some of Megan's camp. Fans exploded in disbelief. Was this strategic? A power play? Or a move that would backfire? Reactions were mixed, with some praising her boldness and others accusing her of unnecessary provocation. Social media became a courtroom, and every fan felt like a juror. The war wasn't just lyrical, it was corporate, strategic, and deeply personal. By this point, no one could predict what would happen next. Every move carried potential consequences, and the tension was palpable. Fandoms were split. Influencers were on overdrive. Analysts were dissecting contracts, collaborations, and social media posts. The energy was electric, volatile, and utterly unpredictable. Every fan, artist, and insider was holding their breath, waiting for the next move that could either escalate the feud further or finally bring some resolution. And just when it seemed like the story had reached its peak, the final teaser dropped. A cryptic post from Doechii herself, captioned with nothing but a crown emoji and the words, "This chapter is just the beginning." Fans were left shocked, buzzing, and desperate for more. The internet erupted. Every platform was on fire. And just like that, what started as a single track had evolved into a full-blown female rap war, with stakes higher than anyone could have imagined. By now, the drama had reached a fever pitch. Doechii's midnight releases, leaked messages, and cryptic posts had set the entire female rap world on edge. But just when fans thought they could catch their breath, of this saga hit like a lightning bolt. The escalation wasn't subtle. This was full-on, cinematic chaos, the kind of viral content YouTube channels dream about. It started with a surprise Instagram story from Megan. Fans woke up to a black and white clip showing her walking through an empty studio, headphones dangling, looking intense, and then muttering, "Some crowns are heavy, some are fake." Immediately, social media exploded. TikTokers were splicing her words into dramatic montages, Reddit threads were analyzing every syllable, and Twitter fans were declaring war, digital war. The fan bases were divided. Half were hyped about her composure, calling it a masterclass in subtle clapback, while others argued that her silence was letting Doechii dominate the narrative. Meanwhile, the pressure wasn't just public, it was personal. Doechii's inner circle reportedly started arguing over strategy. One insider revealed, some were saying she should go full force with another track, others thought she should post cryptic videos to let fans stew. But tensions were high. Friends were yelling, crying, and accusing each other of leaking stuff. Emotions ran wild. Fans later shared screenshots from anonymous sources, showing conversations where collaborators were split between loyalty and ambition, creating another layer of drama beyond the music. Then came the first major shocking twist. In a private group chat that somehow leaked, a label executive allegedly warned Doechii, "Careful, you're about to ignite something that could backfire. This isn't just about streams anymore, it's about careers." Screenshots circulated online, with fans reacting like it was an episode of a reality TV show. "She's being warned," fans wrote. "This is bigger than rap, it's chess." Some even speculated that this could trigger industry-wide consequences, including partnerships, awards, and collaborations. Suddenly, the narrative was no longer just beef. It was a high-stakes game with reputations, money, and influence on the line. And the leaks didn't stop. Another Instagram Live appeared, this time from one of Doechii's collaborators, who tried to defend her but accidentally implied Megan might have been involved in past, behind-the-scenes sabotage. The comment section immediately exploded. Accusations flew, hashtags trended, and even casual fans got involved. The emotional stakes were sky-high. One fan tweeted, "I can't believe this is happening. Are they really dragging each other personally now?" Meanwhile, the artists' teams were reportedly calling emergency meetings to figure out PR damage control, further escalating the tension. But the second shocking twist was what truly shook the scene. A snippet of a rumored unreleased collaboration between Megan and another big-name rapper, who had been silent until now, surfaced online. Fans started dissecting every bar, claiming it was a subtle but undeniable response to Doechii. The lyrics weren't direct, they never had to be, but the undertone was unmistakable. Someone was challenging Doechii's rise, her crown, and her credibility. The internet went wild. Clips were looped, screenshots circulated, and fans created countdowns to see when either artist would drop the next official response. Then came the drama in real life. According to insider reports, both camps ended up at the same high-profile music event. Security allegedly had to separate them backstage because tensions were so high that even being in the same room was dangerous. Fans later leaked blurry photos of the encounter, Doechii smirking, while Megan's gaze was icy. The comment sections went insane. TikTok creators turned the images into face-off montages with dramatic music. Social media algorithms fed the frenzy, pushing engagement through the roof. This wasn't just a beef, it was an event, a spectacle that had nothing to do with music anymore and everything to do with emotional stakes, pride, and social media dominance. Adding more fuel, Doechii's latest TikTok snippet caused yet another eruption. In the video, she's seen dancing in a lavish studio, but behind her, there's a whiteboard with scribbled names and arrows. Some fans were convinced it was a literal map of the feud. Others argued it was just artistic aesthetic, but the speculation was enough to send the internet into chaos. Every comment was theorizing. Doechii's plotting something big. Is that Megan's name on the board? This is insane, she's playing 4D chess? Fans were obsessed. Clips were downloaded, remixed, and re-uploaded across platforms. Every view was a new wave of gossip and digital tension. At the same time, Megan's team was working hard to reclaim the narrative. Insider sources revealed that meetings were happening with stylists, managers, and even family members, all planning how to respond in a way that maintained composure but still asserted dominance. According to one insider, they were worried about the narrative. Fans are quick to twist anything. Every move had to be calculated. But even with careful planning, the emotional stakes were uncontrollable. Fans began creating polls asking who won the exchanges, sparking heated arguments in comments. Social media wasn't just a platform, it had become a courtroom, a gossip column, and a battlefield all at once. The chaos was amplified when another artist, someone rumored to have been close to Doechii's camp, leaked private messages to the press. These messages allegedly showed conversations about jealousy, past betrayals, and career sabotage. Fans were shocked. The situation had gone from lyrical rivalry to full-blown personal drama. Reactions poured in, some were sympathetic, some were furious, some were making memes. The narrative became multi-layered. Doechii vs. Megan, personal vs. professional, loyalty versus betrayal. Every angle was covered, and every fan had a side. And then, the most dramatic twist of this section hit. A major entertainment website reported that Doechii was considering dropping an entire mixtape dedicated to the feud. Half of the tracks targeting Megan, the other half responding to insider leaks and betrayals. This news set Twitter on fire. Fans were speculating not only about the content, but also about potential collaborations, diss tracks, and surprise appearances from other top-tier female rappers. The tension escalated to a level where every public appearance, post, or interview became fodder for analysis. No one was safe from scrutiny. Meanwhile, the psychological toll on the artists became apparent. According to sources close to the situation, both Doechii and Megan were facing extreme pressure. "It's not just public perception," one source said. "It's personal. Every lyric, every post, every smile, they're analyzing themselves constantly. The stress is insane." Fans online were oblivious to the emotional weight, focusing instead on speculation, memes, and commentary, which in turn fueled the ongoing cycle of drama. By the end of this segment, the feud had evolved from a viral track drop into a multifaceted spectacle. It had music, leaked texts, backstage tension, social media warfare, and psychological pressure. Fans were glued to every platform, influencers were dissecting every interaction, and both camps were operating like chess masters, planning moves in public and private. The intensity was relentless, leaving everyone wondering, how far could this go before it exploded into something truly monumental? The final kicker came in the form of an ambiguous video post from Doechii's social media. In it, she's seen backstage, headset on, pacing, and muttering, "They think this is the end, it's just getting started." The caption read, "Chapter 2. Fans erupted. Reddit threads filled with speculation. TikTok challenges used the audio. Memes were created." The cliffhanger was absolute. Everyone knew the next move would redefine the feud entirely, and no one could predict which artist would dominate next. By this point, the saga wasn't just a music story. It had become a viral cultural phenomenon, a dramatic, high-stakes, real-meets-digital spectacle that had fans, media, and insiders on the edge of their seats. And as the algorithms continued to feed chaos, one thing was certain. This war was far from over, and the next chapter promised even higher drama, more shocking revelations, and emotional confrontations that could shake the female rap industry to its core. The tension was unbearable. By the time rolled around, the feud wasn't just a storyline, it had become a full-blown cultural phenomenon. Fans weren't just listening to music anymore. They were watching a high-stakes reality show unfold in real time, fueled by leaks, social media, and emotional outbursts. The anticipation was deafening, and everyone was waiting for the next move. It started with an unexpected post from Doechii. A short clip of her in a dimly lit studio went viral almost immediately. She's pacing, headphones on, talking to herself. "They think they know me, but this is just the beginning." Behind her, scribbles on a whiteboard, names, arrows, hashtags, left fans convinced she was plotting her next series of diss tracks. Some speculated that the arrows pointed toward Megan, Cardi B, and even Nicki Minaj. The comments erupted. TikTok creators were remixing the clip with dramatic beats, YouTubers were uploading, Doechii's next moves predicted videos, and Reddit threads exploded with theories. The digital frenzy was unlike anything female rap had seen before. Meanwhile, Megan wasn't staying silent. Her team reportedly called an emergency strategy session. Sources say emotions ran high. Some urged her to respond immediately with a track. Others suggested maintaining her public composure while letting Doechii overplay her hand. One insider said, "Megan's frustrated. She's tired of being misinterpreted and underestimated. But she's smart. She knows every reaction is being watched." A TikTok video allegedly leaked from inside the studio, showing Megan sitting at a piano with her head down, muttering lines that hinted at a response. Fans lost it. "Is this the track that ends Doechii?" one fan tweeted. "Or the war gets worse." Then the first shocking betrayal hit. Doechii's longtime collaborator, someone fans had assumed was loyal from day one, reportedly posted subtle but shady comments online. Screenshots circulated, showing cryptic lines like, "Not everyone you call family stays that way." Social media immediately theorized, had a member of Doechii's inner circle switch sides? Was this part of a larger plot orchestrated by industry power players? Fan forums went wild, debating motives, loyalty, and whether this traitor would spark an entirely new angle in the feud. The emotional stakes weren't just professional, they were personal. Trust was breaking down, alliances were shifting, and the narrative had grown multidimensional. Adding fuel to the fire, a leaked phone call allegedly revealed Doechii venting frustration to a friend. In it, she said, "They think I'm soft. They think I won't respond, but they're about to see the real me." The audio clip went viral on Twitter and TikTok. Memes, reaction videos, and even fan-made animations exploded. Fans analyzed her tone, her pauses, her word choice, treating it like a forensic investigation. Some were rooting for her boldness, others were horrified at how personal things were getting. Social media was no longer a platform, it was a battlefield. Then came the second shocking twist, one that shook the feud to its core. A collaboration track between Megan and an unexpected ally, rumored to be an industry heavyweight, leaked online. The lyrics were thinly veiled shots at Doechii, highlighting themes of betrayal, ambition, and loyalty. Fans dissected every word, every bar, and every delivery. The comment sections were chaos. "She's not holding back. Doechii's move is next. This is a chess match." Meanwhile, entertainment YouTubers and Instagram personalities posted reaction videos analyzing production, tone, and subliminal messaging, creating yet another viral layer to the drama. The feud now wasn't just about music, it was about psychology, strategy, and social media domination. Every interaction online, every post, every comment became a piece of the puzzle. Fans were obsessed, creating threads predicting the next diss, polls on who would win, and even TikTok challenges reenacting dramatic moments. The energy was electric, and it was feeding itself. The public wasn't just observing, they were participating, and that participation amplified the stakes exponentially. The emotional fallout was severe. Sources claim both camps were dealing with personal consequences, sleepless nights, anxiety, and tension in relationships. "It's beyond music now," one insider said. "This is psychological warfare. Careers, friendships, and reputations are all in the crossfire." On fan pages, discussions ranged from defending the artists to calling for restraint, but nothing slowed the momentum. Every leaked clip, every Instagram story, every TikTok video became viral content, and every fan felt like a part of the war. Then the most dramatic escalation happened live. At a major awards show rehearsal, reports say both Doechii and Megan were present. Security allegedly had to intervene because of heated exchanges backstage. Fans later shared blurry videos online, Doechii smirking while Megan's gaze was sharp, a whispered word or two that fueled conspiracy theories, and crew members rushing to keep the peace. The internet exploded. TikTok creators spliced clips with dramatic music. YouTube channels posted, backstage feud exposed videos, and every platform became a furnace of speculation. The drama wasn't just reported, it was experienced in real time. The third shocking twist was yet more betrayal. A prominent producer, rumored to have worked with both Doechii and Megan in the past, allegedly took sides publicly via social media subtweets. Fans went ballistic. One post read, "Some crowns are made, some are stolen, watch closely." Interpretations ran wild. Some believed the producer was endorsing Megan, others insisted it was a cryptic jab at Doechii. The feud now involved industry figures beyond the artists themselves, creating a multi-layered conflict that blurred the line between personal drama and professional maneuvering. Meanwhile, leaks continued to dominate the narrative. Private DMs allegedly between Doechii and her former friend, who fans were now calling the traitor, surfaced online. Fans analyzed timestamps, emojis, and tone, claiming that it hinted at long-standing jealousy and possible attempts to sabotage tracks. Reactions were intense. "I can't believe loyalty is gone," one viral tweet read. "This is bigger than rap, this is a reality show." Memes exploded. TikTok creators staged reenactments. Reddit threads theorized about secret alliances. The digital battlefield had reached a fever pitch. Then came the fourth shocking twist, one that shocked even the most dedicated fans. An alleged snippet of a full diss track from Doechii dropped online, but not through her official channels. The track was raw, emotional, and scalding, calling out betrayal, jealousy, and fake allies. Fans streamed it immediately. Reactions poured in. "This is insane. She's exposing everything. I can't believe this came out." YouTube reaction channels uploaded minute-by-minute breakdowns, TikTok clips went viral, and Twitter erupted with heated debate. The feud wasn't just a story anymore, it was a digital phenomenon with cultural weight. The psychological intensity reached its peak when another insider revealed that both artists were grappling with personal repercussions. Reports claimed arguments within families, sleepless nights, and emotional stress were mounting. "It's not just public perception, it's real life," the source said. "Everything is personal now. Everyone's watching, analyzing, and judging. It's overwhelming." Fans, oblivious to the full emotional toll, continued to speculate, meme, and debate. Social media wasn't just the battlefield, it was an amplifier of stress, suspicion, and emotional drama. Finally, the part closed with a cliffhanger unlike any before. A cryptic post from Doechii's official account showed her walking through a dark alley, headphones on, music playing, and the caption, "The finale is coming. Who's ready?" Fans erupted. Theories flew across every platform. TikTok creators remixed the audio with dramatic visuals. Reddit threads debated possible outcomes: a full-blown diss album, a collaboration that would shock the world, a public reconciliation. No one knew. The suspense was unbearable, leaving fans desperate for where the ultimate twists, emotional showdowns, and resolutions would be revealed. Doechii hasn't literally started a female rap war in the classic diss track sense, but her new song, Girl, Get Up, with SZA, has definitely stirred up online debate and made waves in the hip-hop world. The track dropped as a surprise at the end of 2025 and finds her directly confronting the wave of industry plant, accusations, and online hate she's been getting from critics on social platforms. In the song, she spits lines about seeing the accusations on the blogs and in the chats and challenges the idea that her success isn't earned, even calling out the misogynistic tones of some of the criticism she's received. That response has sparked discussions across social media, with some fans saying she's clapping back at detractors and others interpreting her defiance as a battle cry for women in rap navigating criticism. Much of the chatter comes from fans debating whether Doechii's rise has been too fast or engineered, with some commentators on forums saying calling a successful artist an industry plant is a way of discrediting her because she's a black woman in rap, and her lyrics even touch on that theme. So the female rap war talk is mostly internet hype and fan interpretation, not an actual feud with a specific rapper throwing diss bars back and forth. Her new song has definitely led to heated online discussion about her place in the scene and how critics treat female artists. But it isn't a confirmed back-and-forth battle with other female rappers like classic rap wars. Nonetheless, by publicly addressing critics and owning her narrative with a high-profile collaboration, Doechii has put a spotlight on herself and stirred conversation about respect, gender, and reputation in the rap world.